Hey YouTube, this is Gabrielle with the Gift of Gab, giving y'all a quick review or recap of Atlanta Exes episode 7, season 1. Actually, I don't like this redness that it's giving me, so let me switch rooms. Give me 1 second. Yeah, okay. So I didn't switch rooms. I'm in the formal living room, which we're trying to convert into an office and a formal dining room. So at this point, the lighting is better over here on the sectional. So I'm just going to slide over here to do the review, sorry. Excuse me if it's short. I'm supposed to be working on an obituary for my not my grandma, my oldest aunt who just passed away on Saturday. So if you hear a lot of our messages between me and my mom, we are doing the obituary collectively. So she keeps asking me about stuff that needs to be done and doing help on that. So I have a couple of reviews to do. I need to do Gotham and A Walk Along the Tombstone because I want to do movies as well. So I'm gonna try to get this out the way really fast and just let you guys know what I think about some of these shows. So first of all, we're gonna go into the review of Atlanta Exes. It starts with to my recollection, it starts with the girls going to Krav Maga maybe or some kind of Taekwondo class together, and Christina kind of reveals to Manetta that she was, I guess, maybe choked and abused in an earlier relationship when she was much younger, and she overcame it. So they, Manetta is very happy about Christina letting her know that even though they've known each other so long and she hasn't known that, she's kind of shocked, but at the same time she's glad she overcame it, and at the same time she's glad that she's giving back to a organization about it, which we didn't know about, which definitely I believe is a good thing to put on this type of show. Next is Tamika and I'm bad with these girls' names. Tamika, Cherie or Sheree, and Monica or Monique. I believe her friend's name is Monica. So they sit down and have lunch or dinner or whatever about Tamika still saying that she believes that Sheree slept with Usher. And the problem with me with Tamika and this Sheree thing is, why is she so pressed on it? Usher is not checking for Tamika, and to be honest, if Sheree did sleep with Usher, it doesn't matter at this point. He's not coming back to her, and if you see her as a friend, see her as a friend. If you don't see her as a friend, then don't talk to her. You don't have to talk about her behind her back and then be friendly to her face. Just leave it alone and leave it at that. And then just don't like the girl. But you want to talk about her to her friends behind her back, and that's just kind of catty and wrong to me. But Tamika has that reputation, so that kind of was whack. She told a girl that she needed a arena of seats of people who tell her, hey, she slept with this person, and Sheree says, since I've been married, I've only slept with 5 or less people or whatever. And Monica laughed, which is kind of messed up, kind of shady as a friend, because you're supposed to be there for support, but you're laughing at me like, girl, please, I know your dirt. Don't do me like that. Talk to me later and be like, girl, why you say that? But whatever. So let's go to the next scene. After that, Tamika in this Kyle's World thing. Kyle's World is probably the best thing Tamika has going for her right now. Not because she gets sympathy from everybody, but because it's a real foundation for something that's really sad and something that people can. I don't want to say that they can. I don't want to say that we can relate to, because a lot of us haven't lost children. I've lost embryos. Like, I've had a few miscarriages, but I haven't lost a living child. So, and I haven't had one, so I can't say that I relate. But at the same time, I can say that the way that it happened, it just really sucks that you even lose a child. So she goes in and she's really one of those people who are very late at doing actual events for her son for some reason, and it's coming up to be his 13th, would have been his 13th birthday, and it was some other kind of, the anniversary of Kyle's Cows World Foundation. And for some reason, her and the assistant get into it. I don't know if the assistant is just over Tamika. I don't know if he found out something she said. I don't know what really happened, but he didn't seem to be doing his job, and she seemed to be talking to him like he was just nothing. And sometimes I do believe assistants just get over their bosses. I just really believe that. And he told her she looked like a man, and she's pretty, she's trying to kick him out and put her hands on him. And at that point, if he would have put his hands on her after she was pushing on him, I don't know how we would have, whose side we would have taken on that. A lot of people don't like Tamika. I can see why. But he wasn't moving. He wasn't getting out. He had gotten fired. But I don't know if that was the right, time to do it. His attitude was stank. Her attitude was stankier. And he was just kind of like, you don't really pay me. Like, I don't get paid a lot to even do this type of stuff. So why are you even making me, why are you even talking to me like this? Like, okay, I don't work weekends. You know that. You don't even do anything that's worth me working on the weekends for anyway. All you have is pretty much Cows World. You're not styling anybody. So, it is what it is. I do believe he would have been at the Cows World 5K on a Saturday or whatever. It's just that he is like, look, you didn't pay me to go to this event or whatever reason, he just didn't go, and he was over it. And so she fired him. They got into it. He said she was like a man. She was going off on him, pushing him, and all this stuff. And that's pretty much where that ended. He's gone. And the other assistant was on Tamika's side, just saying, like, I can't believe he did that. But he was probably fed up. We all get fed up at our jobs at some point in time, just dealing with our bosses for whatever reason. So it is what it is. Next, we get to Moneta's, I want to say tea party. We get to Moneta's event to encourage empowering women and stuff like that. And she wants to she wants to acknowledge women, who have been empowering and going through things and overcoming and, just helping out and a lot. And she honored Christina, and Neo was there. And I noticed how Neo kind of just, shrugged off Tori like she was a nobody. Because first she was just like, hey, Neo, I'm glad to see you or whatever. And then she was like, yeah, I'm really glad. And he was like, yeah, like, get on. And I'm just like, okay. And then, well, that's kind of shady. But all right, whatever. And Tamika comes in while Moneta's getting ready, and Sheree is already sitting in there. Sheree, I'm sorry if I don't know her name correctly, but she's sitting in there, and she's, just pretty much bringing up baby daddy, calling him the financier, like Moneta can't get money or doesn't have money. I don't know what she does, to be honest. She may have a foundation. I don't know what her job is per se, but I think a lot of people just assume that the breadwinner, the baby, the father of the baby, the fiance, the artist is always the one who just gives the money, and that the women don't work or whatever. I'm a housewife, and my husband, he's not an artist or anything like that, but I chose to be a housewife, so it's like one of those things where you can choose to be a housewife, or you can just choose to work if you want to. So I still make money doing other things, so I'm not really tripping on the housewife thing. But I know whenever I feel like going back into the workforce that I will, and I think that she probably does the same thing. She makes money doing other things, so where she doesn't have to go to an office, but she might have a foundation or something that she gets paid for. We never know. I didn't research her, so I am not sure. So we fast forward past Moneta's event. She, everything goes great. Christina is really, really honored and all that good stuff. And that was, I thought, the best scene from the show because it shows positivity. I love Moneta and Christina's relationship and their behavior. Excuse my eyebrows. I'm really, really bad at eyebrows. So, yeah, let me cover that one. So, anyway, the last part is Tamika meets up with the girls at her house. Yeah, that's shady. So anyway, Tamika meets up with the girls at the house, and Tori is let in on what's going on because Monique and Monica or Monique and Cherie had a talk about it, and Monica apologized for the way she acted because she felt like Cherie, you know the truth, so don't take what I did as wrong or anything like that. Just take it as mm, I wasn't trying to be shady. I was just laughing at the moment or whatever. But I'm still your girl. Don't think that I'm not. And so Tori is filled in on the information of what went on, and so Tori's kind of upset about it. Seems like the girls all have their cliques except for Tamika, Christina and Manetta, and then Tori and Cherie, and then I want to say it's somebody else missing, but I know Tamika, but I don't know who else it is. It might be a sixth girl that I'm missing, but whoever she is, I can't remember if it is. So anyway, everybody meets at Tamika's house, and Tori's always the first one to speak up. I like that about Tori. When she sees something that's wrong or messed up, she just says straight up, like, "Look, Tamika, is there an issue or a problem or whatever that we need to, discuss? Because you keep coming at, Cherie saying side stuff because Tamika did make a little comment about how she knew some women who were loose or whatever, and how she didn't like high ceilings, and she felt like her kitchen was too open, and she don't think she would ever say that she would like to see anything that was too open up, but she knows some women who are, and so Tori took that to think that she was shading Cherie, and I don't know if Cherie heard it or not, but Tori went ahead and confronted Tamika. After she confronted Tamika, she pretty much just asked Tamika, "Do you feel like you're better than us?" And Tamika would not answer that question to save her life. She was just kind of just bouncing around like, "Well, I am who I am. I think y'all take my personality wrong and all this stuff." And pretty much, it was just one of those things where you just say, "Well, Tamika, do you or do you not think that you are better than us because that's how you've been treating us?" And looks like you're back. You're down to the level of where Tori is starting over. Tori, I guess, lives in a condo, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know how many rooms it is or whatever. I'm sure she has her kids over sometimes. So it's not like she went out there and got a house. It's like she just went out there, found a place for the moment until she establishes herself, and then maybe she'll get a house for her kids since she's doing the shared custody thing with Kevin and all that good stuff. So it just seems like, okay, Tamika's trying to put on airs about having to downgrade into a small apartment or whatever she's moved into, and how she doesn't like high ceilings, and how she doesn't like big kitchens and all this good stuff, and how all her boys and her family likes the smaller or whatever. I think it's just like the fact that she got at Usher's house. That's really what it is. From that conversation, Cherie got really upset. She was talking really bad. Christina left. She felt like it's just too much drama. There's no reason that Tamika should have said what she was saying, and it pretty much ends there. Cherie said that Tamika looked like Dionne Warwick. The shade. That is about all for this episode. It wasn't a lot. I'm noticing that there are not a lot of reviews or recaps on Atlanta Exes since I think episode 3. I'm kind of seeing why this show is not the best, but it is. It's watchable. It's not as bad as Love and Hip Hop Hollywood right now. So that's just my recap. I have more recaps to do, so I know you're probably gonna dislike it because I'm new. I don't, have all my taglines in and all that stuff like a lot of the YouTubers. That's all good. It's all love. I'm gonna stay positive and dislike it if you don't, and if you like it, thanks. I appreciate it. I didn't put my information on my last one. My Facebook is It's Gabrielle. My Twitter is It's Gabrielle. So it's ITSGABRIELLE. So if you want to contact me on that, my Instagram is Gabriellagram. I do not Instagram a lot, but I'm going to try to get back into Instagram in a little bit, especially with my hair. I'm getting ready to take these micros out, and I'm going to do a new style because my 1-year anniversary is coming up. We're going on a cruise, so I want a new hairstyle. I got this for my birthday so I could get in the water at the ocean and all that stuff, man. this hasn't even been a month and they look terrible. It's just a really bad grade of hair that I did not. It was my first time using it since I'm in Houston. It's just hard to find a good beauty supply that's in North Houston. I'm not gonna, because everybody know Houston is the weave place, you know, when it comes to Texas for a lot of people. But I'm in North Houston where there are not a lot of good weave stores, so or beauty supplies. So I got this fake. I thought it was real human hair, and it's just not human hair. So I'm getting ready to take these down, get me something else going on with my natural hair, and then we'll just see how that works out. So I'll be back with a review for Walk Among the Tombstones, as well as Gotham, because those are the two shows that I've watched so far. And I'm going to do this up until I get ready to start working this obituary for my aunt. So you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.